Cannon. I'm 25 years old from Western Kentucky, and I'm gonna start doing this thing. So recently, I'm about a month in now, I taught school and coached sports for about almost 3 years. Coached basketball my first year and was an assistant football coach, and then was the head football coach for a couple of years at the middle school level, and taught social studies, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, all of that. And recently I've made a very big life change. Almost at Christmas, I stopped teaching, and I joined up and started working at a local golf course around me to try to chase after a dream. Something that I really want to do is get into the golf education world, whether it be, I really don't even know yet, whether it's teaching, instruction of it, fitting, I don't know. I just know that in the last 4 or 5 years, I started playing golf and I love it, and I'm not very good at it, but I love it. And I'm very passionate about it, and I just decided to take a huge leap of faith and just kind of go after something I'm really passionate about. And not that I wasn't a passion about teaching, this is just a little different passion. It's just something that the last 8 years has been eating me up, and the idea of it's been eating me up, and I just, didn't want to get to a point in life where I looked back and thought, man, why didn't I go do that thing? Why didn't I try that thing? I don't want to be one of those people that have regret. So we did, and here we are. We're about a month in, managing a golf course, being I think title is Director of Club Operations, and doing that kind of stuff. And in the meantime, I got to sharpen up the golf game. It's not where I want it, where it needs to be yet, to go after PATs and to go after the PGA program. So that's kind of what a lot of this stuff that we're going to watch and see for a while is just going to be me grinding that out, getting the scores lower. Right now, I've kind of redone the swing a lot since I started working here, because it's just a good reset point. It's right now it's February 1st, start of the month. So that's kind of something we're going to be going after. I do have a suite set up here at work where I have a simulator room you're going to see here in a second that I get to use as an employee and that we use for instruction here. So right now I have a shift that starts about an hour and a half. So like most mornings, I get up, I get my coffee, and I come into the simulator room and I grind for a little bit, because that's the thing about me is I'm an addicted personality and I just love a grind. That's also why I love this sport, because it's just a solid grind all the time. So a lot of what today's gonna be is just me doing my normal morning stuff, getting in on the simulator, grinding the swing, trying to figure some stuff out today, and talking you through it. So hopefully you enjoy this kind of stuff. If not, it's something for me to look at, I guess, at least. So thank you. All right, so we're just gonna kind of warm up a little bit. Like I said, today we're mostly just gonna be working on the swing stuff. Not really how far it goes or anything like that. I'm not necessarily even worried about flight, just the swing. The simulator here is everything's really, really good. I got cameras, I can kind of watch my swing on the TV and things like that. But like I said, we're not really worried about, the distance. It's calibrated, but it's not just insanely calibrated. It's probably 5 to 10 yards off or so. I was out on the range yesterday and shot my finder and kind of got that. It was a little off. But like I said, we're just working on the swing and stuff. I've had a really bad habit the last year or two. I can show you out here. Of coming over the top at the end and stuff like that. I've been able to still play okay, but clearly it's held me back a lot. It's affected my driver quite a bit. Another thing I'm really, really bad at is I've never understood for years of playing the idea of back to the target. So when I would swing, I would basically try to get everything here, and then there's really nowhere to go except over the top. All right, but when you have the mindset of back to target, when you're coming through and your back's to the target, and then you realize, oh wait, I can just kind of get the hand in the slot and kind of let this hip go, and then I can kind of get there. So that's the new mentality the last month for me. It's really been fixing and looking at on that. And I have a terrible habit for years. I'm just now fixing it, so that's why it's been a struggle. When I come back and I'm coming over the top, I really am throwing hip and head. So it's just I'm never letting my hip go and everything else stay. All right, so that's kind of a new feel I'm going for right now. Like I said, we're just looking at the swing. Wanting to get away from pitch and wedge, just working on the swing, just trying to grind that kind of stuff out. I like to talk about it when I swing. It's always good to talk about things, especially in golf, because if you bottle this stuff up in, you'll just take it out on somebody else, All right, so let's go get into this a little bit. while I swing a little bit, kind of talk about my feels, you know, work over some of those psychology books I've been reading that haven't helped anything at all, and just try to stay in a good spot. All right, that felt pretty good. Another thing is the idea, man, I have this weird habit where like I have a whole tray of balls over here and I will stop to go get the one, you know, like the lost sheep, the 99. I'll leave that 99 there, I'll go get the one. A little scripture reference for you. But I don't know why, OCD-ness, like I'm afraid I'll forget about it and I'll leave it there. I was gonna keep everything clean and tidy, but I always go get this one ball. I'm gonna stop doing that though for this. Another thing is this mentality of like, in the golf swing that I never knew until recently and never understood it, is like the mentality of like you wanna swing, like you're swinging out to the right, and that's just absolutely terrifying for me. Especially when I'm in a simulator, because I get terrified in the simulator. I can swing so much more freely on the range. When I'm in here, I just have a little bit of that mentality of like, oh, what if you shank it? What if it hits a pole and it rockets back and smashes something and you've only been here for a month? You're gone, you know? So I do get terrified of that, but I do know that I'm hitting the ball the best when one of my main focal points is back to target, swing out to the right. You know, that's my best hits. Even when I don't want to do it. I have to just kind of tell myself before the swing, Thad, don't wuss out on it. Yeah, that was a pretty good strike just to get started with today. I'm pretty happy with that one. I don't know how it looked. I just know that when it comes to feel and kind of looking at flight and stuff, I'm pretty happy about it. Also really bad at dipping and keeping my weight on my back foot, so I'm really trying to stay up today and just kind of keep everything going soon. That was another pretty good. I'm not really worried. Look, I did it again. I'm not really worried about power today. You know, that stuff will come when I get comfortable with the swing. I know I'm taking it really inside right now. I know I am. I know, man, I know feeling real. I can mentally feel like I'm taking this thing like out here, and I'll watch that video and I'm like, you know, I'm over here. And that's just something I'm doing. And I don't really know how to fix it right now. I'm not trying to work on multiple things at once. That's got me hurt before, is I know I need to do this and this and this. I'm really just working on not coming over the top right now and kind of back to target stuff, because that's all kind of the same thing. And then eventually, hopefully I'll get away from the taking it so inside. So I'm just trying to think one of it. So yes, I know while you're watching this the whole time, you're gonna be like, Thad, you suck. I know, but you're also taking it really inside, so why don't you stop doing that? I know I am, okay? And I don't want to, okay? It's not something I want to do, all right? But it's something I actually gotta go one at a time with, or I'll be miserable. Because I gotta get to where the feelings I'm feeling right now in the swing are normal. Because right now they're still not. Right now we're hitting the ball pretty good. I had a really happy day at the range yesterday. You know those days where you leave the range and you're miserable? Like it affects your home life, what you bring home with you, how good you do on the range. I've had those days before. Yesterday was the opposite. It was like I had a good day. I finally, I've been in the simulator for a month, haven't seen a ball flight, and I was like, you know what? Like I think this stuff's working. This is great. So that was really good to see. Made me happy. So I had a good mental day yesterday. I'm trying to continue those. I know that they come and go. But man, I've been in the down deeps lately. I'm one of those guys where if I'm hitting the ball bad, I come out here and I just can't hit the ball. I won't even watch YouTube golf, and I love YouTube golf, because I don't feel like I'm worthy of it. Like it makes me just feel bad to watch guys that just knowing I can't even hit the ball. But you know, when I'm hitting the ball good, I actually overwatch stuff because of the sheer fact that I feel worthy. I know there's probably a psychologist out there who would say that's pretty messed up, but I'm just telling you what I feel, okay? I'm just saying what I feel. Yeah, a side effect of making sure I stay up on the ball is that, you know, I will occasionally do that right there, which is bladed really, really bad. The only good news is it was straight as an arrow, and, you know, kind of actually would have really probably worked out. You know, it's bladed, It barely got up in the air, but you know what? We kind of love it. Kind of love to see the misses look like that. Okay. Oh, yeah, that felt like money. That felt like smooth jazz. Once again, I watch the screens, I say something like that, and I watch the screen over here, and I'm like, oh gosh, that sucks. But field to me is a lot. I'm a field guy. I know there's instructors, and I know that's the world people live in, and I believe in it. It's not that I don't believe in instruction and all the technical stuff, but I know that I've played my best golf. I've been a gamer for a couple years. Like I can compete and play okay and hit some good shots while I know I'm not doing the right thing. I can sit here and swing back and then do that and somehow make it work some days. Not all the time, a lot of times it don't, but some days you can. And I do feel like my best golf days are the days where I just feel really good. I feel confident in what I'm doing. I feel like, I've had it, even if I don't. So I am a big field guy. I mean, the psychology and stuff, how the brain works, it's freaking nuts. The whole, adrenaline is a big deal. I just want to hit one more good one before I kind of take a little break. That was not it. That was fat. That was pretty fat. And there's one thing I know a lot about. It's fat, okay? From life and from golf. I have a pretty good understanding of it, okay? And gosh, that was it if I've ever seen it. Well, just hit one good one so we can take a little break. How about that? And that was it. That was it. That was it. So a lot of what we're going to watch for a while is probably just me doing this. Just kind of talking through everything, just grinding, swinging, practicing that kind of stuff. Because right now that's kind of what I need to do. And then eventually we'll get into playing and probably talk about the job itself and the job that I'm doing here at the course. Because I really am liking it right now. It's a slow period and it'll pick up, but right now I'm really liking it. So I'll be a lot of talking about the job, but also just kind of this grind of trying to get better. Because I'm one of those guys who aren't very good that want to be good. So, man, stay posted, keep watching. Even if it's to, comment, that's fine. Even if you're saying like that, you suck, get out of it. You made the biggest mistake of your life. You traded away job security for life and tenure, even if it's those real life truths that I struggle with every morning I wake up, that's fine. That means at least you're watching. I can take verbal abuse, okay? I taught middle school for 3 years, okay?